Sense+Nation.
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 This is Sense+Nation. Sense+Nation.
The Sense+Nation.
Sense+Nation. Where we make sense of life and reality.
Welcome to Sense+Nation, where we make sense of life and reality, to liberate the mind on truth of life in general. I choose to think of it as a pool of opinions that make sense, because we are intelligent beings, and we hold a truth that gets us through life. So we'll be informed by the end of this and every episode, get into conversation, and drive around the paths we have crossed, and coming to this point where we'll make sense of life and reality. So welcome to today's show, and we are here with Nelson Munene, a master in interior design. He's written a book, mad respect to that. Very interesting person with a great personality. Happy to have in today's episode. So kindly let us start with, what do you do, Mr. Nelson? Tell us more about you.
First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for having me for this podcast. It's a humbling experience to be here.
Awesome.
What do I do? Wow. I do a lot of things actually, but I think, I'll say professionally, I'm an interior designer by profession. I'm also a project manager in line with what I do. That means that whatever I design, I build. I'm also a budding entrepreneur. At the same time, I'm also a musician, part-time musician. I do music, but basically right now I would say just, it's the music, the kind of music that you just play in your house, in front of your mirror and all that. But at one point I was really involved in a lot of, recording. I was a recording artist at some point in my life. But I would say, music. More to that, I am a dad to two beautiful kids, and I'm a loving husband to one wife.
Damn.
Yes.
To one wife.
Yes.
That's good, man. One wife. Matrimony, Bible things. So we're making sense of life and reality. And I'm like, damn, I never knew. You're my friend. Let's start by you, my friend.
Yeah.
And I never knew you. Recording artist. But never talked about that anytime, anywhere. Because weirdly, I'm also not into the arts since I was a designer. That's where we met, interior design.
Yeah.
Different projects. So creative background.
Yeah, exactly.
So just is the common point for both of us. And it's nice to see actually that it stretches out, because I was feeling weird. I'm into music, I'm into dancing, I think the arts spread so far. You think you're a designer for spaces. You're designing also your own clothes.
Yes.
You're designing you're listening to words, you're like, I don't like the words like that, I want them this other way. You take them to a beat in a different way.
Yeah.
You dance to something. So it's nice. As in, it makes sense that something can go that broad.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. But amongst those, what takes most of your which is the backbone? Because at the end of it all,
yes,
you cannot serve all these things with the same energy at the same time. Where did it start? Which started? Which bore?
Which is which?
Which bore the rest of this? Because one of the things I did, like in campus, I went to a fashion house, but I was doing interior design, and I told them I wanted to learn something about fashion. So can I be an intern? And they were like, the lady told me, you do this, you focus on interior design. Yeah. Once it makes something out of itself, you can now come through to fashion, make a base, and then I'll move to the other. And now I've been going around and seeing this is what people do. Because you cannot serve many different trades at the same time.
Yeah, that's
you have
true.
to start
That's
with one
true.
and go.
Yeah, and grow.
Build the other because of time. Time you still have 24 hours.
Yeah.
Strength, you still have strength of one day. You need to sleep. You need to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So, which ball what? Which is the core?
Wow. My journey starts way back. I think I fell in love with creativity since I was a child, and I think it's something that I've highlighted in my book. But my father used to draw for me some images for me to copy when I was young. So I grew up with the notion that drawing is part of life, and it's something that I grew having interest in. So that grew into something significant, because I remember when I came to high school, I really already I had decided that I want to be an artist at some point. I want to take up art courses, and whatever that journey will lead me into, that's what I'll do. So to some extent, I felt from the time I was young, I really knew what I wanted to do because of being exposed to drawing at such a young age. So when I was in high school, I took a subject called art and design, and art and design to me was my safe place. When everything else was really just
confusions of a high school,
exactly,
puberty, adolescence.
Yeah.
How do you still? That's a very tricky time, and finding something that you can actually do to line to be aligned with whatever you're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
That's an early time to know whatever you're doing.
Yeah. So in high school, that's when I really did a soul search of sorts, I would say. And I knew that I want to be involved in spaces. I knew it was either interior design, architecture for me, or fine art. But when I cleared my O levels, I went straight to the studio, because when I was in high school, I was also composing music. I was performing my compositions during school funkies. We used to call them funkies. And when guys used to come to our school, and we used to go to other schools for events, so I used to perform during that time. And when I actually came from when I completed my high school, that's when I started now being serious in music. And that was in the year 2010 that I started now doing recording. So after I did my O levels, I went straight to the studio. I remember my first song was done by Lampstand Records. Lampstand Records is owned by Rafton. That was in Brubul.
Damn, man.
Yeah. So yeah. So the name of the song was DNA. The name of the song is DNA. It was really played on Kiss 100 when Kiss TV was really coming into the market.
Damn.
Yeah, so it really got a lot of airplay on Kiss TV. But then I got to meet very, very many celebrities, Kenyan celebrities. I got to interact with people who owned shows, and they played my music. The music was good. It really did well for some time. But now my dilemma came because I had to either concentrate on music or go to school, because I still had now the passion of interior design, architecture, fine art. So I decided probably just shelve music for some time and go to campus, and just pursue my studies. So
what? You're still in campus? Hey, you're still in campus? Hey,
yeah.
What to cover, huh?
Yeah. So 2010, that's when I did my first song. I did 2 songs in 2010. That and another collaboration that I did with a friend of mine. And yeah, that was my long and short music journey. Then I went to school. I concentrated on design, but I knew overall that I wanted to get into design. So for me, it was like you have to decide what you want to do. One side you have fame and some money in your pocket. The other side you have your passion and your drive. So you have to choose. So that's why I usually say I wouldn't say that this is it for me. I call myself a creative because I'm able to jump from one area to the next. Yeah.
Nice. Actually, I've never thought about being a creative like that. It's a never-ending process.
Yeah, exactly.
Wherever you are today, you're not the same person you'll be next week. You're not the same person that was here 2 weeks ago. That's good. I had somebody say, man, don't argue with me about something we did. I might be a different person by the time we're arguing right now. I mean, already just go behind and, get in my senses. So by the time you're messing your we at this point, you know, in different parts. Because again, that's a whole part. So, music. Are you hoping to get back to music later on?
I would say right now, I don't think so. Not at the moment, actually. I think I would at some point in my life. I think I will consider that. But for now, I would say the space that I'm in right now, I think it's really I'm really concentrating on my profession. That's interior design. But at the same time, I'm trying to do other things. I'm getting into business, like seriously into business. I've done it quite for some time, but I'm now really planning to get into business. So it's business and interior design for now. But who knows? Maybe in the future I will be able to.
Interior design business. Interior design for business.
Yeah.
When your business making a profit and you know being able to. It's not like, because sometimes it makes sense of I think that like equals Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
So that you have to toil to eat.
Yes.
So business is
that's true.
Yeah, no mboga kuna biashara.
Kweli. Again,
That's business. So at the end of the day, I think you're a businessman, however you look at it.
Yeah.
You're an artist.
Yeah.
A DJ. I'll sing an advert where it was a female DJ, and she was talking about how it's work for her. So by the time when she's doing this, you know, it's putting your 8 to 5, your 9 to 5. You come, do your work. You're accountable. You don't come to laugh with people. So, wow,
it's actually a serious job.
Business is business.
That's true.
So. I don't know. I'm trying to connect also business with making money, because another big topic I've been hearing is financial literacy, which goes back to business. And I don't know how to highlight this, but how you've separated interior design as a passion, and getting into business. So are you covering? So by now, do you feel like interior design should be covered under business, or interior design is still on the side? So it's still interior design or business? And business.
Wow, that's a good question. I think
by my explanation. Now, do you feel like it's one and another, or it's still a passion plus now getting to business?
For me, what you've asked, I would say I think design for me is a passion, really. I think it's a passion. It's not just a business for me. It's really a passion. And the kind of business I'm talking about is now apart from design. You know, apart from design, I want to do other things. I feel I have reached a place whereby, you know, diversity is really something that I'm considering doing. You know, I want to get into different fields. I feel like I'm not in this box whereby I'm only a designer. You know, I feel I have so much to offer in business. And it's not just for economic growth or economic benefits, but I feel it's also an interest that I really want to take up at this point in my life. So design remains. It will forever remain. Once, you know what we say in design, once you're creative, you're always a creative all through. You don't stop being a creative, so that will never stop for me. But for now, I feel like I need to still do design, still be involved in design in the practice, but also get into some bit of business for myself. Yes. It's nice.
Well, I don't know what to add on to that, but I think we should be looking at business as I had somebody from the US. So it is a Kenyan who was in the US, came back to Kenya, and the culture back there is, you know, the entrepreneur. Actually, there's also this thing of being an entrepreneur and being a businessman. So, given combining the two, like your interior design and your business perspective and interest, I think you can cover it all, or like make a merger and make, you know, bring the best of both worlds into being an entrepreneurial entity. Because being an entrepreneur, as I learned I was doing some course at Sentinel, and like being an entrepreneur is now being creative with business. It's not just, you know.
Exactly. It's not buy and
sell. Solving problems, and also how you solve the problem. And one way I should look at business, and I'm thankful for businesses like you go down to Mombasa Road,
Yes.
like at 4 or like
Yeah.
10 kutoka kazi. You just see
Yeah.
people, you know, walking.
Yes.
You're like, all these people are coming from work and all that. So how I look at business, and something I've liked with what you said about, looking at business as economic and all that.
Yes.
Is an interest. But can you imagine punching, giving you a punch and telling you, like, can you imagine making a business and there's a family, there's a man who will work to feed his kids and wife, there's a bachelor who's just come from the rural to look for a job,
to look for work,
and through that, hope for life.
Yes.
There's somebody with a sick parent. Basically it's an opportunity where somebody can put in their skill, convert it to give them money to be able to sort their daily needs.
Yes.
So underlying everything about like making sense of life and reality, business hits life. Yeah. Business hits reality.
Yes, that's
because
true.
At the end of the day, it's not even about the money part, because like if you live in the rural area, you need just food, a house, your clothing, education. But other than that, what I'm hoping like for audiences to get from this is stop thinking about life just as in monetary terms. So just like deriving the point from whatever you told us. Yes. There's much more to life. I feel people miss the point of living life by not putting into something. Yes. Now you have interior design, you put yourself into that and discover the world. You said you put music out, it was played in case, you met celebrities, you met different shows. Yes. You met. So what something I'd pick from that is at the end of it all, you want opportunity, you also have to put out effort. Yeah, that's true. So personally, I've been wanting to do music, but I'm not getting to the level of producing and taking to a radio station. Yeah, recording and marketing and all that. Yeah, I should not be frustrated that nobody's out here listening to my music that I'm not produced in the first place. Yeah, how frustrating it is to do music. It's work. Yet, I hear your story and I'm like, I'm not done. Yeah. You know what? Let me chill. Let me. I've been told. Yes. By a friend, not somebody, just our friend who's also a professional and has gone through life. Remember in our starting statement is I choose to think of it as a pool of opinions that makes sense because we are intelligent beings. Yeah. So you haven't gone through what I've even gone through. Yeah. You will say something that will make sense to me and will help me out, sort something out. So another thing, think of it as a pool of opinions. I'm appreciating this podcast because you will tell me something. Yes. Next guest will say something. I will say something. And it will be cool and we get better and better, become more intelligent, we sort our lives become better, our realities become better because now we understand it and we mold our lives towards that.
This is Sense Nation. Sense Nation.
The Sense Nation.
Sense Nation. Where we make sense of life and reality.